EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints.
Okay, it's okay. 190. Hey, Rocket.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
Check 26, check 26.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4th down territory? Might he go for it?
Elliott, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mike, ready? Blue 18. 55. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Where are they, team?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Check. Ready? Where are they? Check 55 for Mike. Y'all not ready. 3. Check Mike. Watching you grind.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second and goal at the Buccaneers' 20-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bag.
Super toe.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A toss play to Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 5 now. Mariota. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Check three. Under 10, 10. White.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Colin Saunders able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. This is Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They come out here in the I. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. One. Check the crack.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's got room.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set. Black 15. Check 24. Check. White. 85. 0.
1st down, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6th. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Ready. Block the team. And hunt. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Rivers, and that's complete to Jesse James. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That 180, 190.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Watch 17, watch 17.
Play fake, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check safety. Hey, ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Colin Saunders able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run. Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A loss of 2 there, second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To throw is Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 15-yard line.
Set. Round 80s. Tight. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
On second down, Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Move. Alert. 3 down.
Play action now. Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, it's Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's get it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Buying time. Oh, no, he lost the football. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Slant.
White, slick.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ground 80. 80 high.
Rivers to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mariota. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bucs, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.